So you guys, y'all all woke up in the Rusty Dragon, after coming back from your adventure at Aldern Foxglove's house. Cthulhu, you and Cordova both had to make checks to see if you were curing yourself of this phage. You passed. Cordova failed. I did neglect this in the last session. You still take the damage even if you passed. It just means you're that much closer to being healed. So okay. You took 3 charisma damage, 1 con. I've already factored that into your paper. You're good. You're incredibly close to death. You have 6 charisma at the moment. Once you hit 0, you will be unconscious and unresponsive.
Is he like no more disease on Cthulhu?
No, Cthulhu has to make 2 more successful saves against Forel's phage in the next 48 hours to be cured of it. Right now, he'd say you both have this. He's got a little bit worse because his damage was to charisma and yours was to con. But he's kind of covered in this, like pussy rash that's starting to come up in, several parts of his fur.
Seeing Cthulhu not feeling well, I believe you and I need to find someone who can remove disease as soon as possible.
I couldn't agree more.
I don't remember. Didn't I need just the 1 more roll to get rid of my con damage?
No, you needed to sleep. You're past everything.
Okay, so then con's back.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if we're awake, then Cthulhu and I would like to go in search of some form of remove disease because we don't want to deal with this anymore.
True.
Well, as y'all are getting dressed and getting ready, you see Amiko come out of the back of her shop with 2 large two large bags, and they're just jingling in her hands as she's walking. It's just obviously completely full of coins. She has this ecstatic look on her face. Yes. Oh boys, I'm about to buy something I've been waiting for a long time. Yeah. Solson's coming back into town. Now that the roads are back open, we're finally having traders again.
Well, that's fantastic news. What is it you're looking to purchase?
Oh, it's wonderful. It is called the Cauldron of Plenty. I've had my eye on it for a couple of years now, and I've just saved up enough money. So once he gets into town today, that's going to be the first purchase I make.
Who's coming to town?
Oh, Geralt Solson. The traveling merchant. He makes his way around here every year or so. He does the Varisian coast and disappears off to the other side of the I can't remember what the name of the damn sea is. The other side of the sea for 6 months of the year and comes back.
Have you guys heard of this before?
First I've heard of it.
Well, we do well to check this out then, I suppose. Do you know about whereabouts we'll find him or around what time?
Oh, he should be here any moment now. I'm going to wait. He'll be showing up in town center.
Town center. Fantastic. I'm going to look to you guys and be like, Cthulhu and I have to go find some sort of remove disease after that adventure we had. We'll meet you in the town center?
Sure.
Well, okay. I'll follow you. I need remove disease too.
Do you? I didn't know you were ill.
Yes, I do.
We should probably address the 200 gold that you were never paid.
Yeah, the gold that was given to Musashi.
Yeah, actually, that's what I was going to start off this event with, but you guys jumped into everything.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was hoping we'd all be sitting at breakfast, so to speak.
Yeah, I'd imagine we haven't left yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyways,
Bathana Corwin, in fact, is still there working. It's Amiko just rushed out the door with a big smile on her face.
Okay. So, gentlemen, I'd rather get your opinion on this, but I would tend to say that our new friend Nars here would say he's trustworthy at this point. Won't you agree?
Of course.
I would say so.
I trust him with my life.
Rabble.
Well, then here, and then I whip it over at Nars, the bag of his share of the gold, and then, of course, start passing out the rest. This
I go into
was
the
given
bag
to
and pull
us.
out I go in the
What was
bag
that?
and pull out a coin and light it. Make sure it's real.
Is this the bag that was in the inventory that I handed out to everybody already?
Yeah, that should have
Okay.
been.
Yeah.
That was what was it, the platinum pieces and that kind
Yeah, it
of
was a
stuff.
bunch of platinum pieces in a bag. I didn't know what
Yeah.
it was. Just put it on everybody.
So this.
How much was it?
Oh man, I don't know. Don't ask me to remember the thing I already deleted. It was a lot.
It was
It
like
ended up
200
being
platinum
like
pieces.
yeah, it was like 50
Okay.
a piece or something like that.
That sounds right. 50 apiece. All plat.
So, anyways, whip it, everyone. We had gotten this from doing our different guard duties and things like that. So originally, that 50 was supposed to go to our good friend Argus, but he left. So I decided to see if our new fellow compatriot was worthy enough, which he has clearly proven it. So I'd like to give you his share of the money instead.
Thank you. It was much earned.
That's the 50.
Thank you. I deserve this.
I deserve it.
Pretty much, just like whatever.
So 50 platinum is what? 500 gold?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that's more than a generous amount compared to what he was asking for in the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, Nars, you've made your money, almost twice as much as you were, or more than twice what you were asking. What are your plans from here on out?
Well, I think I'm first going to take this cat and teach him how to fight. He needs a quick lesson.
Cthulhu
And then I
tries
don't
to
know
look
where I'll-
upset, but realizes like he's like super sick, so he's like, okay.
And then from there, I'm not sure.
Just like,
Might
okay,
check in
whatever.
with the sheriff to see if he has anything, or check into another bar in town that usually has some odds and end jobs.
Well, we could always,
Unless, of course, I'll keep on board.
we could always keep you on. You've seen that we what we do is lucrative. Saving the world seems to be a lucrative business in this age.
Mhm.
So, not to be mean or rude, I appreciate everything y'all given me, but there was talk about 200 gold in the beginning.
Of course. We did hire you on and say that we would pay you 200 gold. And that did not come from the spoils. So I'm going to front that money for you right now.
Thank you.
Boom, boom.
And he takes it. Don't add it to him. Just add it like in a separate bag, Devin.
Okay, I'll slap it down here. 200 GPs.
Yeah, I would do it, but I can't get the sheet to load for some reason. It's giving me an error.
It's fine. I just tacked that underneath the currency down there.
Okay.
So he handed you the 200 gold.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now I do. Can I get the dagger that we took off of the crazy looking guy? I'm gonna teach the cat how to fight with something he can wield instead of a sword.
Of course. You talking about the War Razor?
Yeah.
Yep. War Razor's on the table for you, I guess. Wherever it was hidden before,
Awesome.
it's out.
Awesome. And then he just slides it over to Cthulhu, and he just sits there and finishes his breakfast.
Cthulhu looks at it and doesn't know if this is like a diss towards him. He's like, "What the fuck do you mean? Better than a sword or something?" And he puts it on his belt and doesn't really have an appetite. He's just ready to get this disease cured.
Yeah, Pedro was feeling the same way. I think it's interesting that you guys fought over a sword down in the hole, and now he's giving you a dagger outright.
Yeah.
All right. So, Cthulhu, shall we?
And he just gestures.
Are you getting? Are you
I'll
getting
lean on
up?
you, and you lean on me, and we'll get through the town together.
Exactly.
Are you getting up from the table, Devin?
Yeah, we're gonna get up and head out.
Hey, Cordova, can you have a seat? Just me and you.
Sure.
Cthulhu just looks back over his shoulder and just continues to walk out the door.
I'll be right there,
Just have
buddy.
a seat. Just have a seat. Sit right down.
I'm just gonna chow down and just be like, well, whatever. I'm gonna do my own thing, I guess. Like left out. Oh.
I appreciate you saving me from whatever was trying to kill me. I've never been in trouble before. I've always been able to handle myself. So, and he reaches into his bag or whatever, and he puts two things on the table and he pushes them towards you. He's like, we use these as wrist sheaths, and we put daggers in them to sling stuff into our hands. A wand might work. It's about the same size.
This is a
And he gives you
fantastic piece, and he's
a
messing
wrist
with it.
sheath and a cure light wand
Nice.
with 50
Yeah.
charges.
How many charges?
With 50.
50. Okay. Yeah, Cordova's he picks up the piece and he's looking at it and he's messing with the mechanism, making it pop out. And he puts a wand in there and it pops out. And this is like he's interested in the mechanism. And he's like, this is
Cordova holds that. He feels it may be the last cure light wand in the world.
I'll miss this wand. No, he's like, this is gonna go a long way for us, Nars. Are you does this mean you're planning on sticking around then?
We'll see what I can find around town.
All right.
And I'll come back.
I do hope you stay. And he's gonna offer him a handshake, and
He shakes your hand and he stands up.
fantastic. And I'm gonna nod at him, and Cordova's gonna follow behind Cthulhu and strap this thing onto his wrist.
Wait. Oh, never mind. Goes back to
And
eating
it's
his
good. We'll
food.
just right out the door.
I'll just go back to eating my foods. Sad
Cthulhu's
dwarf.
doing that weird cat thing where they're about to throw up. He's like, hold up.
As we leave the table, Nars slaps Musashi on the back and says, "Good job, good job."
Good job.
But
Good job.
as I'm exiting,
Well,
is
you're
Cthulhu
alive, aren't you?
outside?
Nars,
So
you better
if
come
Cthulhu's-
back.
If Cthulhu's outside of the door when I leave, I'm look at him and I'm like, after you go to wherever you're going to help remove your disease, meet me back here behind the rusty dragon. I'm going to teach you something.
Cthulhu nods and puts his hand on the dagger and proceeds to find help.
Okay, tell me real quick, Casey,
So-
what's that wrist thing called so I can write this down correctly?
A
Wrist-
spring sheath,
loaded
a
sheath.
wrist, yes. So basically,
Spring-loaded
it allows
wrist
you. Yes, it allows you to draw the wand as a swift action as long as you've already had it cocked. It takes a full round action to cock it.
So imagine you'll be doing your cocking when you're not in combat.
Right. It'll be cocked anytime I'm not in combat. Yeah. So okay. So yeah, I'm gonna stick that cure light wand, in there. Can it only hold one?
Yes.
It can only hold one, but you can wear two sheaths on each wrist.
Okay. Then I am
Or
going
one
to.
on each wrist.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick that with the cure light. The one I only have 18 charges left on. I'm gonna put that one in there. And I'm gonna put the other one in my bag.
Just imagine
have
like
three,
holding
like
having
Wolverine.
two on each wrist. So you have like one on the top side of your wrist, so you like launch the wand out at someone's forehead.
Dude, that'd be the best way to use cure light, just launching the thing at their forehead from an edge.
Oh, God. It hurts, but it feels so good.
So I want to head towards the docks.
All right. So you head off towards the docks. We track all 4 characters as y'all make your way out the door. Musashi, I don't know. Who are you planning to go with? Are you planning to go somewhere by yourself?
Well, everyone just scattered without me, so I didn't really have any plans, and it was just like, oh,
You should probably go to work.
yeah, that was my idea actually, because I haven't done my job at all ever. By the way, do we have anything disgusting I can bring the guy? I'm trying to think of everything we kept.
Oh,
I don't think we kept
think on
anything.
that for a minute. We'll follow as Cthulhu and Cordova make their way off through the town, and we see y'all stop at a couple places. Y'all go up to Ben Vender's shop, and we get like the soundless kind of scene as Ben Vender's coming out, and he's locking the door right as y'all are coming up, and see y'all make the drinky motion, sick tummy, and he points down the road. Of course, y'all walk off, and you see a second later, y'all get up to the church right as Father Xantus is stepping out of his office and locking the door, and you do the same thing. You're like, oh, we're real sick, and he says, oh, down the road. And you repeat this at a couple of shops until you finally come to one with the a nice like colorful blue sign out front, says bottled solutions, and right as you get up to the door, you see the owner. Where's his name? Nisk Tander. He's a half elf male alchemist. He is stepping out backwards to the door with his keys in his hand.
Sir, please wait.
Oh, yes. What can I do? I'm in a terrible hurry.
As you can see, my friend and I are viciously ill. We have gold. Please, it will be only moments of your time. I can only assume you're headed to meet this traveling merchant that everyone's talking about.
Yes, he should be here any moment.
He is. Yes, he will. We are very eager. We're very eager to meet him as well, and it would only help you to help us if you have any removed disease. We have the money, and you can take that with you. Please, we desperately need healing.
He looks you over, and he kind of sees through the boils on your face. He's, are you the Sandpoint heroes?
Yes.
The ones they talk about that killed the goblins.
Yes, you've heard of us. Yes.
Yes. I believe you saved my sister, or consequentially saved her life. I owe you one. Come on inside. And he opens the door and steps back in.
I'm gonna help Cthulhu up the steps.
Yeah, it's because Cthulhu's gonna do one of those things where you're like drunk and you like reach for a door frame and you like totally miss it. You're like, oh,
I got you, my friend. Come.
Oh, thank you.
All right, yeah.
I'm gonna pet him between the ears.
Oh God. Oh, thank you.
He comes in and turns up a couple of lights, and you see, all along the shelves, just little bottles, non-labeled, just different colored fluids and different shaped bottles. He says, what do you need? What are you looking for? I've got quite the selection. I believe I may be able to do something special for you if you need.
This is beyond my healing ability, but I believe we're suffering from crap. I can't think of the disease now.
So, early on, it's like ghoul fever or something.
Ghoul fever.
Boral's phage. Oh yeah.
That.
Cthulhu has ghoul's fever. You both have Boral's phage.
Boral's phage. Okay, well that's what we're gonna tell him then if we know that.
Both of them.
Oh, that's rough. Laurel's phage. I've not heard of that particular ailment, but I have a familiarity with many of the different phages. It's nasty business. Mold that grows in the skin. It's disgusting.
It is atrocious.
He starts rifling through some potions behind his desk, and he pulls out two. So these here are potions of remove disease. They'll clear you out. I've only got 2 in stock at the moment. Normally I would need 750. But seeing as how you boys you have saved the town on more than one occasion now, I'll do it for 25% off. I believe that comes to 11.25
total for the two.
I'll buy it.
So will I. It's 562 a piece about. So I will subtract those, and we will chug those bitches down.
All right. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Do
a weak cheers.
Yeah. Remove disease cures all diseases that you are suffering with a caster level check against the DC of the disease. It does not say that it cures you of your ability damage, so that's going to stay until you sleep it off and heal it. But you are cured of the disease.
I feel better. That's the restoration.
I think I just need some sleep.
Yes, restoration. I could cast restoration.
Ooh.
And you know what? I will.
He's standing there as y'all are talking in the shop, just like drumming his fingers on the counter.
Then we should probably go. I think he wants to head out.
Yes.
Thank you so much for helping us, and I'm going to take a tool outside.
Yes.
Yeah. He comes out and locks his door and hurries up, up the road. Hear his pockets jingling.
All right, let's talk about this ability damage that we're looking at here. The spell functions. Let's see, lesser restoration. Where are you? Spell functions. Nope, that's it. Why does it say that? Why does it say like lesser restoration? Except there. I'm trying to find the lesser restoration magic, and it's not giving me that.
It's 1d4 plus 1, I believe.
Yeah, 1d4 temporary.
1
It's no plus 1 to it. Dispels any magical effect. It says cures 1d4 points of temporary ability damage. All right, so what kind of ability damage are we talking here? I'm down 1 on charisma.
I don't know exactly how much you're down on con, Ben. I know you're down like 2 or 3. But I'd say you're closer to death with your charisma.
Is someone looking at my sheet right now?
I'm not.
Remember, it's not tracking. The con damage isn't tracking right on your character.
Yeah, because it says my modifier is 1. But my temporary for Dex is -4, Wisdom is -1, and Charisma is -3.
Why do you have so much negative damage?
Because Jeremy hates me.
Oh yeah,
He has-
and so your con.
He has
I'm
the
gonna say your con is
phage
minus
and the ghoul fever, Devin.
That's true, he does. Okay. In that case, I need to get Cthulhu up to speed. So, what are you calling his con damage then?
I'm gonna call his con damage 1 con damage. We're gonna say you are at -3 on your Dex, and -1 on your Wisdom because you slept through the night, so you healed a little bit.
So it's -3, -1, -1, and -3 that we're doing here.
Yeah, -0. That -3, -1, and -3. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Lesser Restoration. That is a 1, so fix your con.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
All right, so your con's good.
I'm gonna cast it again. So fix your charisma maybe, so you don't die.
Yeah. So I'm back to regular con, so I don't have a modifier on that.
You only got a minus charisma.
Okay. I'm gonna cast it again, and God, I swear to God, if I roll another 1. Dude, son of a bitch!
Get ready for that one.
3 1s in a row is. Roll it 1 more.
Ridiculous. 4. A 4.
Okay. There we go. You can put that in your Dex.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you're only down 2 con right now. I mean 2 charisma.
Awesome.
All right. That's funny.
Okay, so that was
all right.
castings. I've only got 2 castings left for the day, so maybe you can recover on your own from this point.
Yes, thank you so much.
Anything to help you feel better, my friend.
We zoom out on you guys as you're like repeatedly trying to cast the spell.
Okay, hold on. Before we zoom out on us, Cthulhu is going to look at Cordova after doing all that, and he's going to look at the doorknob of the, I guess, alchemy place and give him one of those sly, did you know I have disabled device? And then we can zoom out.
All right.
Oh, no. We're going to go to jail.
Zoom out.
Why is it that I feel like if I hung out with Ben in real life, we'd go to jail?
And we zoom back in on Musashi as he's making his way through town. Zoom towards Das Korvat.
Yeah.
The same thing as same thing as what these guys saw. You see Das like coming back, backing out of his door, like kicking his foot back in. God damn it, you boys, stay inside. Sit down. And he's like trying to shut the door.
Hey, boss. Long time no see.
Musashi. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you came back from that expedition to the farmlands. You know, I was afraid you'd get killed by more goblins.
Yeah, I didn't get killed, but that was a lot of nasty stuff. And yeah, it turns out haunted places are real. We didn't actually burn it down, but we probably should have.
Yeah, maybe I hear ghosts don't like fire. Like it's like a thing, or maybe ghosts can't feel fire. It's
Maybe.
one of the two things. It's one of those. I don't know. Anyways, I'm heading down towards the town center. There's a guy coming in. It's got all kinds of magical goods. You in?
Might as well. Everyone else ran away from me. I
You
got
were
nowhere to go,
invited.
boss.
So he like claps you on the back with his big, meaty, blacksmith hand. Like, come on! And he just happens to pull a mug of ale out of somewhere, hands it to you.
So, question for you, boss. So, what's so special about this guy?
Oh, this dude, he's got all this stuff. Like he generally sells his his common wares to us in the town, us merchants, for a reasonable price. So we can make a little bit off of it without having to put in all the labor. Just a little bit of investment. But he comes in with some of the most primo, interesting items that I've ever seen too. He last year he had this feather. It was a feather, right? Like and you put it in your hair and it makes you invisible. You just disappear. The fuck is that?
So, is he a thief or something?
No.
How's he get all these wares?
I mean, he's been around for a long time.
Hmm.
No, he is an elf. Like he's very old. I remember Mr. Solson coming into town when I was a toddler. And as far as I know, he's always looked the same. I don't think the man ages.
Well, those elves do never age, bastards.
Yeah. He herds you off towards the center of town. And as he's walking you that way, we catch up on Nars, who's just now getting out to the docks, and he's looking out over the channel, wind blowing through his hair.
So I'm at the docks to where the harbor master and all is, right? Just not at a random dock.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Dock,
as he's walking to the harbor master, he looks at the ships to see if there's any ships that he recognizes that could be trustworthy. They would kind of bear the same mark as the ship that he's from the inner sea region, with
roll
a
perception check.
symbol. Perception. That was a 25.
25. Yeah, you see several ships there. Most of them, even the ones where guys might look a little like your type. They're all flying a plain colored flag, a blue flag or something like that. But you notice one ship that just below the prow of the ship is a carving of a fist holding a mug.
I walk towards the ship. When I approach the ship, anybody that stops me, I want to speak to the first mate or the captain.
Yeah, you tell somebody that, and they point you, straight up on deck, towards the captain's quarters.
I knock and go in. I knock and wait for an answer.
Yeah, you knock and you're told, "Come on in. What do you need?"
I need a.
You walk in, you see a grotesquely overweight ship captain. The sword hanging at his side looks like it's probably not been used in quite some months. He's the type of ship captain lets his mates do the work for him. but you do recognize him as somebody that is remotely trustworthy.
Okay.
Rather, they might be on your captain's bad side from time to time.
Gotcha.
His name is Captain Littlefoot.
Cool. So, and you said I
His
know
deformed
him.
foot. Yeah, you know.
Okay. You're Captain Littlefoot, correct?
I am. That's a rather offensive name.
Don't have a deformed foot, asshole.
What are you doing coming on my ship insulting me?
I need you to deliver a package for me. And as he does that, I show him the tattoo on my wrist, and it's the tattoo marking for Gil ship, which is the magpie.
Yeah. He sees it and he looks at you. What's your name, boy?
My name is Nars Arkud. I was
Son of a bitch. So I suppose you want me to go out of my way.
Is there any other way that I would want?
Just
It's
tell me
not fair.
what is this I have to deliver?
And I pull the adamantium sword and sheath. I need you to take this to White Lily and give it to the priestess in the temple of Killian. And tell her that when he's there to pick it up to give him this, and I hand a letter.
Yeah. He looks at the letter and then like looks up at you. Roll a sense motive.
Sense motive. Hang on, I gotta get to it, sorry. Did it roll?
Not yet.
What about now?
Four. He is absolutely not going to read your letter.
He's absolutely not going to read my letter.
Nope, not with a 4.
Not with the 4. Look, if you mess with this, if you do not deliver this sword or this letter is delivered unopened, you will end up dead. Either by my hands or by Guilford the Beast's hands. Your choice. Intimidate?
No, you don't even have to. When you remind him of the beast, he his shoulders kind of sag, as much as they can for this. I mean, this man is basically round. But yeah, his shoulders kind of sag. All right, I can do this, but it'll cost you. Not gold.
How much will it cost? What will it cost me?
A favor.
Nothing's ever free when you're a pirate.
You'll owe me a favor. And I'll call it in. I don't know when. But I may need it.
Nar sits there and he thinks. Deal.
All right. So y'all shake and he, like kind of limps over with his little foot and and puts the sword and the letter in his own personal chest and locks it and stuffs the key up into his fat.
I'll be right back.
And then Nars turns around and says, remember, White Lily, Temple of Killian.
Yes. Temple of Killian. Gotcha. He writes it down. It's like I'm doing right now.
I'll give you the lady's name. I don't remember it right now.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. So I imagine you go back.
I want to hit up that shady bar in this area.
All right. Well, you'll you head towards the shady bar, and we're gonna cut back towards the guys in the square. Yeah. So y'all are gathered in the square. I imagine Cordova and Cthulhu, y'all went there as well.
I want to know what Cordova's gesture was when I did the eyebrow thing towards the door handle. Because I'm willing to do this, but at the same time, if he's just like, this guy saved us, he gave us a deal, then I won't do it. But that just shows that I'm a little bit more back to my old self.
So yeah, Cordova, what's your reaction to his, alluding to stealing or
Borrowing. Prolonged borrowing.
yeah, there we go. Devin, are you there?
I think he said BRB.
Go poop.
Okay, whatever. It's cool. Let's go to the square.
All right. We'll go ahead and do Nars since that's something we can do without Devin at the mic real quick. So yeah, you go and you make your way towards the Fat Man's feed bag. That is where Jabril something is. But as you get there, you see like the bar is still hopping. Yeah, they've still got their bouncer waiting at the the entrance. But you see Jabril, he's coming out, he's straightening up his collar, and he's getting ready to head up towards the center of town. Yeah, he looks at you. You all knew it. I know what's his name. What's his accent? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I think it was you'll know in town.
Yeah, I was told I could come
Where you
here and
from?
maybe find something. Far away. Farther away than you've been.
Yeah. You look like it. You look like you've been a long ways. Well, what brings you here? You said you want to find something. What you want to find? And he's looking in the mirror, straightening up his his tie.
Is it like a hand mirror?
Yeah.
I put my hand in front of it and I push it down. I heard this was the place to come to for secret work or dirty work or any type of work that pays good gold.
Yeah. I mean, this is a good place to come for some kind of business opportunities. But how do I know I can trust you?
You don't know.
Yeah. All right. I'll tell you what. I'm heading up right now. I got to guard my boss. Okay, he's got some business dealings going on up near town center, and he likes to have a man or two on hand. Now, I was going to bring my bodyguard here. He gestures towards the hulking man that normally guards his little hallway. I was going to bring this guy, but he don't smell so good. He's hard to stand next to all day, to be honest. How about you come with me? I'll pay you. Oh, it's gonna be about an hour's work. I'll give you 50 gold. 50 gold
75.
because this is a hard job. 50 gold for an hour's work is nothing. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. But this is a hard job. You might have to fight.
That's fine.
All right. So he says, tell you what, I'll even pay you up front, but know that if you cross us, we'll take our money back one way or the other. And he hands you a purse with 50. Well, no, yeah, 50 gold in it. I was gonna say no, that'd be 5 flat. But yeah, just 50 gold.
Yeah, 50 gold.
So yeah, and he heads out of the bar and starts walking up towards the center of town. Devin, are you back yet?
Cool.
Yeah, man. Can we hit the shops and stuff? Because I gotta get off of here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Hey, can you add
we're
50 gold to my 7?
Yeah, gonna be off in just a minute. All right, so Cthulhu wanted to know your opinion on liberating some of the potions from the locked alchemist shop.
Against it. But I won't stop Cthulhu from doing what he does.
Okay.
In fact, if that's what he's thinking, and I get the gist of it, I'm gonna leave.
That's a great idea.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a little looking around, see if the coast is clear. I know people are going and ready for the little trader guy. So, is there anybody around? Any passerbys?
No, there is nobody.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna get this masterwork, whatever I have. I think it's like a thieves' tools or something. I'll do a little disable device.
Is that an 8?
Yep.
8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be an 8.
All right.
Should have just take 20, man.
Cordova, as you're walking away, you feel this strange burst of magical energy. And Ben, I need you to make a fortitude save.
God damn it! He had a booby trap. What a piece of crap!
Oh.
I just got cured. Oh.
I'm not the only one that's gonna die.
13.
Not quite good enough.
Damn
it! Right as you you get your tool in there and you feel a tink, and almost as if something broke, and all of a sudden you're just buffeted with this horrible screeching noise that deafens you for 4 hours.
4 hours.
4 hours. So for the next 4 hours, you've got that and the ringing in your ear. And you probably should, as the Brits say, leg it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and the first person I see, I want to do my little disguise thing and change into them.
Nice.
Just try to step out now.
Yeah, and tail them towards the center.
Yeah. So I guess it's not a roll, but yeah, you run up. The first person you see is Cordova.
Yes. Yes. That is awesome.
It's just 2 Cordovas walking up towards the center.
But I
of town.
really want him to think that Cthulhu probably made it in there or whatever. So I want to just I want to be the extent of my 60 feet behind him the whole time. And then when we finally get to the town center, I just want to walk up to him and nudge his shoulder a little bit. And I bet the
Hey, how's it going?
eye contact would be hilarious. But Cthulhu's not gonna say. He's not gonna talk because I don't know if you said if it masked your voice as well.
It didn't
But
specify
he's just
you look like
he's just gonna be and do the point towards his ear twice.
I'm assuming you were deafened by.
He's gonna do that weird cat thing where you turn your head and the ears go 2 different ways.
Cordova knows it's you. He's mentioning I just handed you that mask this morning. I know what does. He's not fooled by this. But he gets a chuckle. You see him laugh at it.
As you guys are standing there, and more and more folks are gathering around, you notice a elderly gentleman, played by Charles Dance, comes up and sets down just a chair and a small, unfolds a small lap desk, and takes out just a ledger, and within about a minute or so, he's joined on either side by Jabril and Nars. As they're standing there, you see another man come up, wearing a backpack, a large backpack. He's about 5'7". He is a full elf, so he is a short elf. And he makes his way towards the center of town and looks out, sees a whole bunch of people there, nods his head and sets down his backpack, opens it up, and reaches in and pulls out, starts pulling and pulling and pulls out about a 10-foot long plank of wood, sets it down, and reaches back in, and again another piece of wood. And you see him start doing this for about 5 minutes. He pulls out, pieces of wood and some twine, and ties together a quick little stand. And then he goes back over to his bag, and he then digs around a little bit, and he pulls out this half of this giant sword that just half of it is as tall as he is. Shakes his head, drops it back in there, and then he pulls out a clothing rack, sets it down, and just starts one right after another, putting these shining, beautiful, some of them looking almost liquid metal pieces of armor on there. And with almost lightning speed, over the next 5 to 10 minutes, he pulls out large tables and then litters them with various little items. He pulls out a cup and sets it up on his little stand, and reaches in and grabs a handful of feathers and looks at them and drops them into his cup. And by the time he's done, he's got some 50 or 60 items out there. And I just dropped the inventory in Skype conversation. And you see, everybody just slowly starts to creep toward and start messing with the items and looking. You see as Amiko walks straight up to the counter and puts her 2 big bags of gold down and points, proudly to a cauldron that he's got set over in the corner of his little area. And he tells her something. You don't quite hear it, but you see Amiko start to get upset, and she waves her arms frantically, and she's gesturing to her cash. Anyone who gets close enough to tell, she's arguing with him about the price. And he shrugs his shoulders, and he says, "Sorry, love, the price is the price." And she takes her money, and she's starting to cry. And you see the old man. If you've been around town long enough, you recognize him as Titus Scarnetti. He grins and waves over to her, and she starts to cry.
Can we do stuff?
Am I anywhere near this?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'd like
all there.
I'd like to move towards her and stop her from talking to Scarnetti, because we know he's not a good guy.
Yeah, I'll start coming up towards the Cordova too.
Cordovas.
Yeah. She
I'll
looks
just
at you
look
and
at both of them funny. I'll rub my eyes and be like, I need to quit drinking in the morning. Just ignore it.
And she looks at y'all and she says, I'm sorry, I can't I can't afford my cauldron.
How much you asking for?
How short are you?
I'm only 400 short.
400 what?
It's because of the repairs to my father's place. It was cheaper last year. 400 gold.
400 is nothing. I'm sure we could come up with 400.
I just pull it out and slap it in front of her. Go buy it. I want your food still.
She looks at you and she says, "This is wonderful. I can treat you to a banquet in your honor. If would that be payment? I mean,
done. Go get it before someone else does. Get moving, woman."
She giddily runs off and shoves the 2 bags back up to him and drops your extra 400 gold down.
I took it out of my thing already.
Yeah, he gestures to the cauldron, and she grabs it up with both hands. Yeah, and she thanks you profusely as she bows and leaves back towards her tavern.
I'll lean over to Cordova and be like, I still think that's cheaper than the room and board we should have been paying till now.
Oh, definitely. You're a good man, Musashi. Did you already subtract that from your list?
I already did.
Okay, I'll put it back to 984 should be where you said it.
Oh, 980 is where I was supposed to be? Okay.
I subtracted 4 from that to take me down to 584.
Oh, okay.
So you should be...
you begin. You guys start to look through,
Go ahead and correct.
and some awesome things should stand out to you.
We can't look at it because we don't have access to the document.
Oh, okay. So I was at 664 gold before I made the subtraction.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was you. I was on the wrong one.
You messing with my money?
Yeah, I was on the wrong fucking tab.
How do I?
But if you were at
in-
664, why'd you put me at 464?
Sorry, hang on. I'm mistyping here. I swear I haven't been drinking, and that's a problem.
Okay, then I'm going to put you at 584, and then you should be good.
Okay, there we go.
It's
All the money's good.
shared it with one person.
I sent you
Sure,
a request
Casey.
to give me access.
Josh, what's your? Do you have a Google Drive?
Yeah. Why? What's up?
Your Gmail. I can send you access to this.
Okay, hang on. Let me. I'll just send it to you over Discord real quick because it's kind of a goofy name.
Bennett, you got a Gmail address?
Yeah, where do you want me to put it?
You can just paste it into Roll20 right here.
There you go.
You gonna steal my identity?
He hasn't
Yeah.
already?
Like that's the payment. But you guys think this game is free?
No wonder my accounts have been screwy lately.
Angry Bennett. Gmail. I like that.
I heard some.
Um,
Oh, okay. The hell was that?
What's a cloak of resistance do? I want one.
It gives
Oh, yeah.
plus $1.
Plus one of what?
+1 to all your saves.
Oh, dude, you should definitely say that out loud. You would it's not as silly as you think. I'm not gonna dox your email address though.
Everyone likes Vegeta. God.
Jesus, why would
Jeremy, let me ask you something. The Cloak of Resistance says it offers a +1, 2, +5 resistance bonus on all saving throws. How do you determine +1 to +5?
If it was
It's
a
a +1,
+5, it
it's
would say
not.
Is it a +1 cloak? I didn't read the thing.
Yes.
Oh, so okay, that's how you determine it. Got it. Huh.
Okay, so what am I
There we go.
supposed to be
Sorry.
looking at?
I'm sending. I just now got your
These
email address.
prices, they're crazy.
So
I would-
some of them are insane and like because they're insanely good things. All right, so you notice a few things should
Just
stand
kill
out
them
to
and
you
take all of it.
as you start to look around. +1 mithril chain shirt has no dex penalty, and it also only has a 10% spellcasting mischance. +1 living steel chain shirt. Anything with any armor with the living steel modifier is really fun. Whenever an enemy hits you with a melee attack and critically fails, they have to make a saving throw or their weapon shatters on your living steel.
I would like to buy, sir, one Cloak of Resistance.
Okay. Yeah, you can afford that for 1,000 gold pieces.
I just did.
Yeah. Gestures to the, to a register. It's really just a bucket. You drop your coins into and they disappear. A belt of teeth is fun because the belt of teeth takes attacks of opportunity for you. So your belt and you could take attacks of opportunity.
I'm going to go ahead and pick up a Wand of Magic Missile.
Okay, a Wand of Magic Missile. That will take a DC 20 UMD check for you to cast it.
I'm going to get it.
Okay. Let's see, potions of fly, potion of haste, potion of reduced person. Let's see, dead man's headband, daredevil boots, burglar boots.
So what the hell is the
He's
monkey
got
belt?
oh, monkey. It's all hyper. Or not all, but all the good stuff is. A furry brown belt that resembles the tail of a monkey. The belt grants the wearer a +2 enhancement bonus to dexterity, and treat this temporary bonus. Treat this as a temporary bonus for the first 24 hours the belt is worn. The wearer does not lose his dexterity bonus to AC, and the wearer does not lose his dexterity bonus to AC while climbing, and does not take a -5 penalty check to climb. As a swift action, the wearer can command the belt to animate, transforming it into a prehensile tail under the wearer's control. The tail does not grant any special attacks, so you could swift action, tell it to be a prehensile tail, and then swift action on your next turn, like administer yourself a potion with it.
So you're a Super Saiyan, or a Saiyan in general.
Musashi the monkey.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
There's a bat cloak or cloak of the bat, something like that in here somewhere. At least I think I put it in here. That lets you fly. A broom of flying also lets you fly. Wings of flying is the most expensive one they've got, but it's amazing. It essentially just lets you fly as a free action anytime you want, like all day long.
Doctor Strange.
Yes. One that I put in specifically for us GCP fans, and because I want you guys to be able to afford it if you like, a steel spike of safe passage. This looks like a regular steel piton, but once hammered into the ground or some rock or various different things, it turns into a 15 by 15 hologram where you can stay inside of.
Oh, neat. Where's that one?
It is the iron spike of safe passage that costs 2,000 gold.
It's a one-time use?
No, it is a many-time use.
Okay, I got what I wanted. I'm gonna call it right there.
Yeah.
So many things, I don't know what I want.
All right, is this gonna end the night right here? Because I really do gotta go.
You gotta go.
Gotta go.
All right.
I could leave it recording if you want, but I'm gonna step away.
Yeah, do that because I don't necessarily need you guys' interaction for the rest of it. It's just kind of exposition that leads up to your ending of this session.
Okay, and I'll listen back if I have to, but I'm gonna run downstairs for a little bit. Text me when it's done or whatever.
Yeah. Anybody else see things that they want to buy?
I'm still just trying.
I'm trying to get my sheet to load. For some reason, I have no access to my Google Drive.
That is freaking weird. Well, I will let you buy something out of there, between sessions, as for the heck of it. Like, in fact, y'all can spend your money on this, whenever y'all want between sessions.
I want that celestial armor.
Yeah. So
So the sword plus the longsword +2. That's what, 8,000?
8,000. Yes.
Okay.
8,315.
Gotcha.
Slippers of the climbing spider.
Oh yeah. So y'all can browse through that as you like.
Well, how many potions of enlarged person does he have?
We'll say 2.
I'm gonna buy both of them.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, Casey, we were talking about getting a cloak of resistance, weren't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Do I have
a couple
enough?
of those, of course.
You should.
So, did y'all want to check in with anybody before y'all headed off to go check out Fox Loves' townhouse in Magnamar, or are y'all just gonna leave town?
Well, me and Cthulhu still have to do our thing.
Right.
What's the conversion with platinum to gold again?
100?
10.
10?
10 platinum. 10 gold is 1 platinum.
Oh,
All right,
Have you been converting it wrong, Ben?
yeah.
You've been severely undertaxing yourself for gold.
Yes.
Did you just buy a 58,000 gold thing?
No, I didn't buy anything.
Okay.
I'm still looking, but I really did think it was 100.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I'm gonna buy right now.
all right, so I got 3,400 gold is all I got. All right, so I can at least get the cloak of resistance. What is this?
Yeah. So why don't y'all do your training thing?
Yeah, I was.
Training
Do,
thing.
do I need to make
RP
any
yeah.
rolls,
right?
Jeremy?
Do what?
Do I need to make any rolls before we do that?
No,
Or-
it'll be fine. We'll just do You can just do role play.
Okay. So after Cthulhu and Nars finish, Nars motions to Cthulhu to follow him.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long have we been at the merchant?
A couple hours. By the way,
is that
2
cool to
hours?
go?
if
Since I was working.
if I think that Nars, yeah, you can browse too. If you see something you like as you're standing there guarding, like I'm sure he won't object because if it wasn't obvious, what Titus Scarnetti is there doing is he's lending money.
Yeah.
Um,
No, but I'm saying,
adding-
are they done so I can go take Cthulhu and show him what I wanted to show him?
yeah.
Okay.
So nobody wants to make a deal with Titus Scarnetti.
Nah, fuck that guy. I'll kill him before I take money from him.
True.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
okay. I have
He
two
rubbed me
things
the
I
wrong
wanna
way
buy.
last time.
Do what?
I have 2 things I want to buy.
Yeah.
I want to buy a remove curse for 750 and a remove disease for 750.
You do that.
Oh, there was a
Yeah,
remove.
you don't get the discount at this guy, so it will be the full 750.
Okay.
Is there another remove curse? I mean, remove disease.
Yes.
Would that remove my disease?
Yes.
I'm not gonna do it. I'll just do the rolls.
It's not a bad idea. Musashi, as your yeah, no, this
Let me
is not
buy
the merchant,
2.
so like you can buy
Let me
2.
buy 2. Yeah. So 2 remove disease and 1 remove curse for 2250.
Nice. Musashi, while y'all are still at the merchant, Amiko runs back up to you, and she says, "Look, I had this in my stalls, and I know it's not much, but it is something. I've had it for quite a while, and I have no use for it." And she hands you a potion of remove disease.
Nice.
If you guys, yeah, that I was gonna play on your patience there for a little bit. The reason I went ahead and just gave it to Musashi is because number one, he's the only one that gave her money, and number two, the warrior's feast that she can make out of her cauldron, which she would have given to y'all had anybody shared with her, which she did, removes diseases.
And I just bought 2 remove diseases.
Hey, we're gonna need them later. That's for sure.
If you don't
You'll
want
need
to.
them.
Yeah, you'll need them because of course, you're not going to be able to run back to Sandpoint every time you get a disease.
Yeah, we
Right.
will need them.
So are you done
That is
chopping Cthulhu?
hysterical.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm perturbed.
And is
so
he
let's
healed
go.
of deafness,
Yeah,
Jeremy?
you don't have to buy those 2 if you don't want to. I'm not going to
I'm
hold.
going to. We're gonna go to Magnamar and stuff, and it might not just be me that needs it. So it's okay.
Yeah.
Is his deafness healed?
His
Like,
deafness. yeah, after some hours, his deafness will heal.
So
yeah, I guess he'd probably come to you once he can hear.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, are you with me, Cthulhu?
Yeah.
Come out here to this back alley, boy. I mean, cat. Sorry.
Cthulhu looks at you. He's like, okay.
Motherfucker. I can just imagine Cthulhu walking out of the back door, like mumbling under his breath, dog whistling, motherfucker.
So, so as we're
It's
walking
really
out,
funny because once you get to Magnamar, like they're really racist there, so they're gonna fuck with you for being a cat folk.
Good.
Like,
Good.
well, I don't do it to be mean. I do it to just give him a rise because it makes him mad.
Yeah.
Like it's all fun and games.
Yeah, I
and as he's
understand.
walking
It's
out,
Nars
he's
poking.
strapping off his armor.
Mhm.
He's taking off his armor, and up under it, he wears like a white shirt, and then you can see where he keeps his kukris, his two kukris, and they call them quick slide sheaths in real life. I don't know what you would call them in this game. And as he gets out there, you're nimble and faster than me and Musashi and probably even Cornova, but yet you decide to use a sword that you can barely swing and hit anything with. That's not a very bright idea.
Cthulhu says, I don't know what you're talking about, and takes out the sword and tries to do a little Anakin Skywalker, like, twirly dervish. It kind of, like, dinks it on the ground a little bit. He's like, well, you might be right a little bit.
Drop your sword, cat, and draw your other weapons.
He drops the sword on the ground, and before it hits the ground, it goes back into the sheath.
I forgot about that.
He takes the belt off and lays the belt on the ground, and takes out his short sword and the dagger that you gave him, and does another twirl embellish, and you see that he knows that it's all fun and games, but really wants to show you up. So like you can see that he's like holding his both weapons tighter than he probably should be. And he's like, all right, what do you got?
Nars draws his two kukris, and you've seen like the training montages where they're like knife fighting.
Yeah.
And they're doing it, and it's like speed, and like when one person makes a mistake, they say no, and then they slap him with the flat end of blade.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing.
Montage.
We're doing like a knife dance, and
Even
then
Rocky had a montage.
and towards the end of it, like we both land like what would be killing strikes on each other.
Heck yeah.
And then I take my kukris, put them back in, and you're faster with those than you are with your sword. Sword takes strength that you don't have. Use those instead. And he walks back over to his armor and picks it up.
Cthulhu goes and he's looking at the sword and that's on the ground, and he's looking at he's kind of like looking at it in both hands, so it's like in his palms, and he's remembering, how we got it and stuff like that, and the fight that we had, and takes it out of the sheath, puts the short sword in it, and lobs it up in the air. And I'm guessing, I want it to be like he lobs it up in the air, and then it comes and like sticks into the ground close to North. He says, you'll probably get better use out of this than I will.
Nars puts his hand on it, and he looks at Cthulhu. Are you sure? When I'm done with it, I can always give it back. Or if I die, take it off my body.
No need. I doubt you'll be dying anytime soon. And he just walks back into the bar.
And as he walks by, Nars actually calls him Cthulhu. He's like, thank you, Cthulhu.
Cthulhu has a little tear, but he doesn't see it because of his fur. He's like, oh, all right. Fuck you, man.
Oh. Yeah, it's bottle caps for everybody. Everybody who's still in the call, that is, not Devin.
Heck yeah.
Oh, I was
Fuck
gonna do
Devin.
something a little comical, but oh well.
Do it.
Well, of course, I'm still sitting here looking at that, and of course, my guy's a foreigner in the area, and I was just like, I haven't seen really an elf, so I'm gonna be like looking at the guy and like, oh, what's this? And I'll just point at an object.
That's the dead man's
So-
headband.
Oh,
So if
what's
this
it
is
do?
still going on, like, is this going on while while I'm still there, like before the Cthulhu thing?
I mean, if you guys want to have it as overlap, but basically, I'm gonna be an annoying
Because
idiot and
every
ask to
time you
like pick up
Point at
everything.
something,
like,
Nars is
quick
going to
talk.
step up, slap your hand, say no.
What about this?
No.
Yeah,
What's
everything
that?
you pick up, like even as Cordova, like Nars comes over and slaps your hand and tells you no. And the guy just like half with a yawn, he's just a headband is makes you more intimidating. Oh,
Oh.
yeah, that be careful with that orb, it kills everyone.
Then
Yeah.
I'll be like, what about this? And I'll quickly throw on that where's that helmet? There's a helm of crap, where'd it go? There was one that was supposed to give me like wolf fangs and things like that. Where the hell is it?
It might be on the second sheet.
Actually, I think I was
Looking, I don't remember everything I put on here.
It was. Oh, here it is. The helm of the fearsome mane.
Oh yeah, I actually put that on there just for you. That's right.
I'll throw it on real quick. So, do I look scary? Well, I'm not a barbarian, so the effect doesn't happen. And I'll do an intimidating glare over at Nurse. Doesn't work.
Yeah, you're not scary.
Oh.
Go back to Musashi.
I'll just take it off. I'll set it down. Then I'll look at the guy and be like, "Oh, what's this?" And I grab up the steel rod for the what's it called? The
Iron
steel
spike
rod
for safe
of.
passage.
That's it. I'm like, what's this?
Oh, that comes in handy when you're camping. It makes a nice big area that no one can see through. Say you hammer it into some rocks, it makes about a 30-foot area look like rocks, so that anyone who comes by doesn't bother you. I mean, unless they can see through it, which is very unlikely.
Oh, you mean like this? And I go to swing it down onto the ground.
Yeah, you hammer it down into the ground, and like to you, nothing changes. But Nars, like I imagine, like you're probably out towards the edge of the crowd, and then all of a sudden, just the entire marketplace that this man has set up just disappears and is replaced by just regular cobblestone and grass.
I'll just look at the guy and like, it doesn't work.
Oh, it's working. Just look. You see people like starting to freak out a little bit on 20, 30 feet away.
Pull it back out of the ground.
Everything
that's kind of
pops back
handy.
into existence.
Set it back on the table. I probably should stop touching things.
Probably.
Although, my good man, there are a couple things I'd like to buy.
Oh,
I was
yes,
very
yes.
I was very half tempted to actually get that thing, but I don't have enough money. I want to get a Cloak of Resistance.
Oh, yes, 1,000.
Okay. Then I want to grab. Where did it just go? I had the name here a second. It was the Traveler's Any Tool.
Oh, yeah. Those are good.
And then also I wanted the Aegis of Recovery.
Okay. How much is that? What is it? Is the Aegis of Recovery that a mace?
No, it's a slot for the neck. The Aegis of Recovery grants the wearer a +2 resistance bonus on all saving throws made to the recovery from continuing effects such as ongoing poison damage, daily saving throws, and against disease, a hold person spell, or lingering damage from attack. This bonus does not help the initial saving throw against such effects. Should the wearer ever drop below 0 hit points, nudge nudge, the Aegis heals the wearer for 2d8 + 3 points of damage, then crumbles to dust.
Oh yeah,
This is my
That is a good one.
anti-death number 2.
that is a pretty good one.
That's the only reason I'm buying it, because I died once. It's like, this is insurance for the second round.
I know I put some other things in there, like just minor magical items, like the stubborn nail and the unguent of whatever it is, timelessness.
What does the stubborn nail do?
Stubborn nail is like you can use it to let's see. Let me close that so I can.
Hey, are we
Stubborn nail,
done?
Oh no. Sorry. So do y'all do anything like? Do y'all want to talk to anybody before y'all head off to Magnamar?
Are we gonna eat some of this food that she's making? Because that will cure me.
Yeah, I want to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm down to just 704 gold.
Yeah. So yeah, you eat. Nars, you still would take. Where's the 1d3 con, 1d3 dex.
Why would I
see? Because I mean it's dinner. Damn it! I don't know why I did that.
Did I
R/1.
get a save before this?
Yeah, that was the plan because dinner is dinner.
Okay, so I can roll a save before I take this damage.
Do you already have one save towards good?
Yeah.
I already have one.
I mean, you have 0 saves towards good because you failed yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But yeah, so I mean, you would take the the damage either way, but the difference is, it'll heal before you go to bed, and I think actually no, fuck it, it's just too much trouble. Fuck it.
No, just
Yeah,
I got it.
No. I mean, you're actually no, because it's just too much trouble to like add you damage and then heal your thing and then take it away. Just fuck it. You eat dinner early before you have to save, and you're good.
So do you want me to still keep the -2, or do you want me to kill it and keep a -1, or do you just want me to put it at 0? Either way.
Heal it one night, and keep a -1, or we'll heal it 2 nights, keep a, because by the time y'all travel to Magnamar, you'll sleep tonight, and then there's a day travel. You'll sleep again, and another day's travel.
Okay.
So
then I'm good, even.
yes, okay. So as y'all make your way into Magnamar, you make your way up the Lost Coast Road, and I guess you're south on the Lost Coast Road, and you're making your way across the along the beach, and you see from miles out as you're coming up the banks of the Yonbakari River, a half of a bridge that must stand 500 feet tall. It's a massive bridge. It looks like a relic from a time very long past. There seems to be some buildings built along this bridge as you get closer to it, and you make your way up into the first part of Magnamar's sprawling metropolis. Magnamar's sprawling slate rooftops and marble avenues stretch from the foundation of the Irespan, a ruined bridge along of impossible size, to the western banks of the Yonda-Bakari River. A sheer cliff, the Sea Cleft, cuts through the city's heart, dividing Magnamar into 2 major sections: the summit upon the cliff and the shore below. Before you left town, I'm just retcon that y'all spoke with Baelor Hemlock, and he told you that when he went to Magnamar just a few weeks back, he spent the night in Aldern Foxglove's townhouse, on the first floor. He slept alone, and so he told you where it was. It was in where is it? I can't remember the exact part of town it's in right now. But anyways, he told you where it was, where in which center of town it was, and you get there, and go to knock on the door. I imagine you'll have the keys, right? You see Foxglove's home, with the windows boarded up, the doors, the back door is boarded up. The front door is not, but it is locked. Y'all still have the keys, I assume?
Yeah,
I
see why
think
not.
that Adam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had him on that key ring, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
So you open the door to this wonderful Magnamarian home. As you walk up to it, built over the mouth of the Yondabakari River, the wood building sits on a massive wooden piling driven into the riverbed below. The wooden boardwalk wraps around the northern rim of the building, and a flight of stairs leads down to a door on the east side, just above the water level. The churning churning water wheels, are on either side of the river, kicking up noise. You open the door, and you see a plain but dusty townhouse. Let's go to the map. Plain but dusty townhouse. And you look around for a minute, just a second, your eyes get adjusted to the light, and you see a figure standing in the kitchen. She stops and she looks at you with her there we go, with her mouth agape, and she says, "I was not expecting visitors. Who are you?" And as you look, she is the spitting image of Aisha Foxglove. Who y'all, yes, I'll war, stupid thing. But yeah, she is a spitting image of Aisha Foxglove, the ghost that y'all rescued from Foxglove Manor. She's standing there in the kitchen. She looks as if she's waiting for an answer, and it seems almost as if y'all don't quite know what to say. So she leans back and she hollers through an open door, "Honey, are we expecting visitors?" And you see, the door darkens as a man steps through. A young man in his 20s. He has he looks to be the spitting image of Aldern Foxglove, except for he has a black mustache. And he looks at you, and he says,
Evil twin.
"Oh, visitors! What a lovely surprise!"
Dun,
We'll
dun,
come back
dun. Oh my gosh. Good cliffhanger.
We got twin brothers and shit now, huh?
Oh, this is great. Nice.
I wish we could stop the recording for Devin.
Send him a message.
Yeah, that was the cliffhanger I wanted to get to. That if we were going to step away from this game for a month.
Well, oh snap! We're all gonna be like, wait a minute.
I'm like that Aisha was talking to you, and everybody was just I never see your characters' faces. You're still standing there with the.
Wasn't Aisha the lady we saw in the haunted house and that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. It was a bit like, you dead.
Yeah, like you.
And is she the same? Like, is she the same age as the lady?
Yeah. Yes, she is.
But the evil twin, basically, is younger than Auburn when he died, or turned into a lich.
Did I give him his age? No. No. He looks just like Auburn, just Aldern, just like
But
the man
not
you
all
saw.
liched out.